Well, I did some improvements on the shear line, and kind of makes the boat look a little bit different. It doesn't have that upswing angle it had before. Don't forget, I'm going to have a windlass and a pulpit up here. And if this plate here was tilted too far up, it would be, it just wouldn't look good. If you remember, the board went along here and swept up. And this is where the original board was. And basically, I cut the line, this cut line right here, this piece of wood was up here, okay? So I cut it and brought it down and evened it off. It looks pretty good. It's pretty even. I still got a little bit more sanding to do. The transition pieces needed to be made, and with slight angles. It'll be like this and sweeping down to obviously have the water spill off the side of the boat. And then I said, am I just going to leave it like this? You know, put the windlass up here and the pulpit out front and have it all just painted up. And then I said to myself, everything's going to be painted, okay? These gunnels here on the side, all these pieces, it's just going to be painted. I'll be walking on them. Other boats that I've had, I've put them in mahogany, overlaid on the plywood. I'm not going to do that here. But here on the front, I got to put a little bling. I'm going to put some mahogany here on the front. There'll be inlaid strips, and I'll show you that procedure when I get to it. I foamed in that whole section there, and this will be a front cabinet that will hold all the anchor chain and rope. There'll be a wall right here with a hatch style opening for access to the rope and for storage space if I need it. Remember in my last episode I told you about this was a little bit low and needed to come up, and this, the foam, it's just rock hard now, and it filled in the space about maybe that much, and it runs all the way down underneath. The guy that built my tank still has it. I guess he hasn't gotten to fixing it, but anyway, that's okay. I told him, I says, I need it, but I don't need it like right away. There's other things I could do. But these are all the rubber Neofoam strips that the tank will be resting on. Obviously forward, and then when I put the other beam across, it'll be all rubberized aft. And that's to make sure that the tank is resting on all rubber pieces. It won't shift around. I'll hold it down in place with wood and more rubber, but any contact that aluminum will have will be onto the rubber. And it'll be vented quite well with all these spaces in between here, simply because air will be able to circulate all around it. And so for what I've read, that's going to be the best thing for that tank. So guys, that's where she's at. You could see she's got a little bit different look. I like it. I like that shear line. I did like it sweeping up, but if I wasn't going to put an anchor up there, I probably would have left it. But since the windlass and the anchor and all that's going to be up there, it needed to come down the way it is. Now it just kind of looks like a normal boat as far as I'm concerned. But it has beautiful sweep line, and that's the way it was intended to be. That's the design of the boat. One last thing, I filled in the gap with foam, and I'm going to go back after I make this video and fill this in with a structural epoxy. It doesn't need to be filled in too much, but it still needs to be addressed on both sides here. So guys, that's it in a nutshell. Not too much else to report. Um, the weather's been getting good. We have hot days, we got cold days, but I'm still able to be outside and work on it. A lot of minor details, small things that not going to make too much of an impression to show on video, but it's a progression nevertheless. So, okay, that's it for today. We're just going to give a like and give us a like and a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Y'all be good.